Nu știu, da să... Mama, ai adunat aici toate păsările.
Dacă se întâmplă ceva și lebedele din Praga mor, nu o să fie vina mea. Uite. Ce sculă faină are.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. My name is Julius. I'll be your captain and guide for this boat trip. As we go along in the boat trip here, I'll give you some information on the historical side of Prague, some of the main monuments we will see here. If you're interested in anything, please ask me a question any time and I'll try and answer them for you, okay?
Russia.
Russia?
Belgium.
Belgium? Germany?
Romania.
Romania? USA?
Mexico.
Mexico and Singapore. International boat we have. We're in the US. The hurricane hasn't affected you, no?
No.
No, you
We'll find out tomorrow.
Find out, you go back tomorrow, okay.
I hope not.
No. We're in Texas or California? Oh, yeah, no, California's okay, no?
No, but we fly in New York.
Oh, Talk a little bit about the river we are floating on. Do you know the name of the river? Moldau is the international, dramatic name, so that is correct. There also is another name, the Czech name they like to call the Vltava. So V-L-T-A-V-A. Vltava is a Czech name, Moldau international name. This is the largest river in the country. It runs through the whole of the Czech Republic. The river runs north, so keep heading in the right direction and to our right. The Vltava will join the Elbe River outside of Prague. Elbe, you know, is the main river. It feeds through Germany. It heads all the way north, all the way to Hamburg, and it will eventually empty into the North Sea. So we can navigate all the way to Germany. We can go to the North Sea. If we go to the North Sea, we can navigate to Russia. We go back to Germany, Belgium. Where from?
Romania.
Romania. We can connect to the Danube and the Rhine via this river, so we can go back to Romania. We can go back to the US, crossing North Atlantic. Weather's against us at the moment, so we give that a miss. Mexico, Where you from in the front? Singapore, was it? Singapore. So all of your countries are possible. Like boat trip. Take a long, long, long time, but it's possible. In theory.
Allemaal eentjes.
Charles Bridge here. Have you walked across the Charles Bridge? Most of you have. 516 meters is the length, so it takes a good 5 to 10 minutes to walk across. So it's over half a kilometer is the length of the bridge. It lays on 16 arches. Only 10 are visible from the water, but there are 16 arches. The material of the bridge is sandstone block, which is very soft material, and the bridge was constructed in 14th century. So it's the oldest standing bridge here in Prague, over 650 years of age. Do you have any idea how many years the bridge took to build? Any idea? If you give me a correct answer, I'll give you a free beer, free lemonade,
14.
tea, coffee.
1 year.
Yes.
Sorry?
1 year.
1 year?
14.
14?
100.
100?
23. 23.
23?
400.
400?
15 years.
You want a free beer, yeah? It took 45 years of construction, so 45 years from start to finish. They were actually waiting for this bridge for over 4 centuries, because there are actually no other bridges here in this land. So if you want to do trading across the river, this was the only bridge here. So it's a very important trading route. The statues you see on the bridge, we give it a very nice open air gallery feel as you walk across the bridge. Those statues were erected later. Many of those were erected in the 17th and 18th century. So the statues are a later addition to the bridge.
Ale slaven
shit, בטח.
זה בעברית,
Yeah, sandstone. Yeah, they said protect the sandstone block. I mean, the reason why these diagonal wooden stakes were put in place originally was actually deflecting the ice. Yeah. So every winter the river actually would completely freeze over. They would actually ice skate and play ice hockey. But the spring would come, the ice would flow downstream, and that ice was damaging the bridge. So these are icebreakers originally. It doesn't freeze anymore. It hasn't been frozen since 1956. So this is more protection for bits of wood, timber, debris, rubbish flowing down the river. Originally deflecting the ice. So what the river will look like back in history. Also this one here is the main river here. You don't see this in Mexico so much. You know, see nicer weather in Mexico. That would happen everywhere. Happen every winter on the river, but not anymore. It doesn't happen anymore. 1950s, they built down out of Prague. They built turbines. You know turbines. Turbines are generating power that has increased water temperature. So the release of warmer water flowing downstream. It doesn't freeze anymore. It's in the town where we live. Yeah.
What is written there in the Yeshua?
I don't know because it's in Hebrew writing. Maybe you can tell me. Hebrew writing on there?
God, 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 you are our God.
God, 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 you are our God. There you go. God, 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 you are our God. The lady said.
God, 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 you.
You are our God.
You are our God.
What is the story about that? Can you tell me? Because I've been asked that and I actually don't know the story of that, and I should know it. Come on, please tell me quickly. Yeah, just do it very quickly for me, please. Look, beyond the Charles Bridge in the distance, you have the Cathedral of St. Peter's, the castle beneath it. The cathedral was constructed at the same time as the Charles Bridge, so it is 14th century Gothic style. Now, the cathedral took nearly 600 years to build, so when the gentleman said 400, I can understand where you're coming from. You probably may have heard that the cathedral took nearly 600 years to build. The cathedral was officially finished in the year 1929. The bridge was 45 years, the cathedral was nearly 600 years. Many, many years of neglect, fire, destruction, warfare, the architecture. Many reasons why the cathedral took nearly 600 years to build. The left-hand side of it, slightly above, on top of the hill, between the trees, you can see there is a big white villa with a red roof. It has two flags flying on there. Can you see it there? This is a Prime Minister's house officially. 1918, the Czechoslovakia became Czechoslovakia for the first time. Basically, World War I finished. Hungarian Austrian Empire was dismantled. It became Czechoslovakia. The first Prime Minister, his name was called Karol Kamash, and he built that villa on top of the hill. It has 52 rooms inside. It's on 4 stories. It's a cinema room, breakfast room. It's a very nice villa for the Prime Minister. We also have a president in this country, you're probably aware. His office is in the castle. So look beneath the cathedral. To the left, you can see a building with a grey roof, with a flag flying. So that part of the castle is the office of the president. So if the flag is from the castle, it means the president is simply in the country. So Václav Klaus, he must be in the country. Flag is on the castle. The president is more of a figurehead in his country, so the Prime Minister has more power. The Prime Minister is the head of the Czech government. It's different in different countries. Sometimes the president has more power. It's the Prime Minister. Yeah. Very close in the US, isn't it? Obama and Romney. Very close, I think. I'm going to go into this artificial canal now. Before we go into this artificial canal, I will show the narrow street here in Prague. Now have a look at the Czech flag directly in front of you. You can see the Czech flag there. So between the green building and the pink building, you have the narrow street in Prague. It's so narrow it can only get one person at a time. There are even traffic lights. So look beneath the Czech flag. In a moment you can see there are traffic lights. So go in and out of that very narrow street. You see the red traffic lights there, look. This is a very picturesque canal we're going to go through now. It does resemble a little bit like Venice in Italy as we go through. They like to call it Prague Venice. Very popular for filming. A couple of films have been filmed here. For example, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. This was a film with Sean Connery. That was filmed partly in this canal. It looks like Venice in the film. It was filmed here. Filming was cheaper here than in Venice in Italy. Also, film Euro Trip was filmed on the little bridge there in front of you, the little bridge. In the film it looks like Amsterdam in Holland. So it wasn't Amsterdam in Holland, it was also this canal. Filming here is a lot cheaper. We call it Prague Venice. Meters of water. If you're going to stand up, the water's going to be up to your waist. By building it very narrow and shallow, water would run very quickly through here, very fast, and that would power all the water mills. So back in history, as many as 8 to 10 water mills, all in this very small canal. So there's a source of power that building this canal. We go underneath the bridge, around the corner, you can take some nice photographs of the last remaining water mill here. It's still going around, no function, still going around. Actually, if you look above the water, it's not functional anymore, it's only for decoration. Because you know, if you're in an atmosphere, what this canal would have been like. Originally that water mill would have been grinding flour, so there would have been a big stone inside. Grinding flour, there was making bread, which would have been the main food source here. Above that water mill, there's a little bridge called Love Bridge, people were around Love. They like quite a lot. They will sign initials and they chuck away the keys, so you'll lock in your love to the bridge forever. They're scattered over many cities now, many countries. The idea came from Rome in Italy. You have them in Germany, you have Cologne and Berlin, you have Love Bridge. I've been told Moscow in Russia, France. Running from Prague Castle, so the toilet rubbish would run down the hill. That would originally empty into this canal. Luckily, it has no function. This is only for historical decoration. Yeah. But back in history, this was a very, very smelly. This was a very poor area to live. You had the sewers here. You had the rats, the rubbish, the pigsties, horse stables. This was a very smelly and a poor area to live. So they named it Chudovka, which means the devil's canal. That was just a very expensive area to live. One in only artificial canals. These are all private properties along here. You're looking in the region of €5,000. 6,000 euros for 1 square. So from the restaurant to our right here,
Ayaklayıp şeban verelim.
behind the curtains, that's behind the curtains of this restaurant, there's a hidden gate. Inside there. So if the water levels start creeping up now, a big iron gate comes across and closes the whole canal off. So since 2002, we don't have flooding there anymore. This is the flood of 1890, which was 122 years ago. Very strong floods came along and actually destroyed the Charles Bridge in the middle. This is why you see the 3 central arches in the middle of the Charles Bridge are lighter in colour, had to be reconstructed. So that was one flood, 1890. Have a look. There was another flood in 2002, which I was talking to the lady about. This is a flood of 2002, 10 years ago, so that's a water level up against the Charles Bridge there. 7 metres higher than average. 50,000 people had to be evacuated from their homes, and it took 3 years of reconstruction of Prague. Many homes were flooded, museums, bars, restaurants, even the metro was flooded. So 3 years of reconstruction. The river's always flooded. So after this flood of 2002, where that area is one of the worst affected areas, have a look behind you right now. Can you see where in the canal there is a building which has gone cream and green?
Yes.
On the side there. So the reason why that has 2 colours is that line is where the flood level were in 2002. So after that destroyed part of that area and had to be reconstructed, they invested in a big iron gate. So water levels creep up. It's not on. Yeah, it's not on at the moment. He can drive the boat if he wants.
They stand a little
Twos, they say.
Yeah, terrible too.
My son had that. My son had terrible twos. Yeah, but he's going out. He's made a girlfriend. He's got a girlfriend.
So it's fine taste.
You want to take him? You want to take him home? You can get pizza here, pasta, spaghetti for only about 150, 200 Czech crowns. It's only about 8 or 9 euros. Very good value for money. If you go in the evening after 4 o'clock, the views are fantastic. The castle and the cathedral will come illuminated. Charles Bridge becomes illuminated, so very good value for money. If you go to Old Town Square, Wenceslas Square, you pay tourist prices and it becomes quite expensive. But if you look around Prague, there's some really good cheap restaurants. This is very good value for money. This one here, sits on the river. It's a symbol of political changes. It's a reminder of the communism which was here. Communism was 41 years, 1948 to 1989. When the communism found in 89, they built this needle, political changes. One day we have communism, one day democracy, politics always changing through time. There was originally the world's largest Stalin statue up there. So Stalin was building many statues over many countries, many cities, but the biggest one was standing in Prague, and it was where the red needle was, the metronome. A photograph of the empire, the official language would have been German here. So classical music would have been in German language, and in the 19th century, so classical music. And you have statues of Mozart, Beethoven, Richard Wagner, Bartholdy, etc. on top. Very nice theatre.
Muncitorul spate.
I thought exactly the same 3 years ago when I moved here. Water's actually very good quality. It looks brown and muddy because it's a mud at the bottom you are seeing, but the river has actually very good flowing fresh water from the mountains. So it's actually, this river is one of the cleanest rivers in Europe. It's actually very good quality. Fishing for carp here, pike, bream, trout, catfish. A couple of days ago I saw some crayfish. A lot of the family. Originally salmon here. Water's actually very good quality. Show you quality if you like. You take a cup from the river, you can have a look. An empty cup. You can actually see there. Water very, very good quality there.
You can drink this?
No, I I won't drink it to be on the safe side. Yeah, I'm on candy camera, shouldn't I? I should drink it in front of the camera now. Water's very, very good quality. Very good for fishing here.
And if it's clean, you can drink this.
Well, back in the Middle Ages, they would drink it on a regular basis, but not anymore. They do still make the beer Staropramen, which is a Prague beer. So you want to buy a beer called Staropramen, they're still using the water from the Voltavorovka, they're filtering it, and they're making the beer Staropramen. So they're still using the water from the Voltavorovka, but I won't drink it to be on the safe side. Building with a grey roof at the back. So that one building with a grey roof, and then two yellow buildings to the front. So those three buildings are the complex of Four Seasons. The very small yellow building here, the barrack style with a statue, that is part of the presidential suite. It's a 200 square metre private apartment. That'll cost you €4,000 for a 24-hour stay. So if you want to stay 24 hours, €4,000. Chandeliers hanging from the ceiling, you've got your own kitchen, your own chef. Actually, Angela Merkel stayed there recently. We've had Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt stay there, Morgan Freeman stay there, Rolling Stones and Mick Jagger, many more famous people are staying there. Is anybody staying there? Nobody's staying there, huh?
Ne ridică la nivel.
Și unde vine apa asta?
De la ei.
About that because we're expecting the children to save us all, but how can they save us? If they don't even have any examples, well, what kind of examples, preacher? Examples of leadership, love, peace, joy, and harmony. Those examples of caring and sharing. See, we must break those generational curses that plague our families and communities. They must know that knowledge is power and wisdom is gaining understanding. The Bible says, train up a child in the way they should go. And when they become old, they shall not depart from it. I always hear us preaching that famous slogan, each one teach one. But are we really doing our best to be effective in the lives of our children? Only God can save our souls.
Stavaj Magdaleno, doprovod krajíra. Stavaj Magdaleno, doprovod krajíra. Magdalena vstala, hlavu poviazala a svoho miloho von doprovadžala. A svoho miloho von doprovadžala. nič neznala o svojím nešťasťu. Na nožku jej stúpil, karčok jej odkrútil, až jí vyletilo od kostí, odlúpil, až jí vyletilo od kostí, odlúpil. Mamičko, tatičku, či ja dobrý zrobil, že ja mlynárovú Magdalénu zabil, že ja mlynárovú Magdalénu zabil. Nedobrý to sa nohu, nedobrý to zrobil, že to mlynárovú Magdalénu zabil, že to mlynárovú Magdalénu zabil.
Cái này
Câți ani am? 3 ani am.